So Draymond Green did an interview, and it just was all over social media a couple of days ago, talking about a lot of women bringing up this subject about the wage gap, particularly in the NBA when you compare it to the WNBA, or when you're comparing professional male sports leagues versus professional female sports leagues. I'm gonna leave the collegiate aspect out of it, but a lot of women are saying that it's unfair. And Draymond Green said he's tired of people complaining about it. I don't know why people get upset or get irritated when someone says that you are complaining. I feel like we're all adults, we're all intellectuals, okay, and it's okay to debate and talk about subjects. It's okay to talk about business, and it's okay to complain about an issue that is unfair. However, when you're talking about professional sports is a business. And the word fair does not exist in professional business. In the business world, in their eyes, fair is a place where you judge pigs. Let's break it down, okay? When you talk about the NBA and the WNBA, which one is more profitable? Obviously the NBA, correct? When you compare those two leagues. When you talk about which league is more popular, it's the NBA. Which league has the most fans supporting the league? It's the NBA. When you talk about business, yes, there are a lot of ball clubs in the National Basketball Association that are seeing red. They're not making a profit. However, when you talk about the WNBA, there's not a lot of teams that are successful in making a profit. See the difference? When you talk about negotiation, when you talk about ESPN, Fox Sports 1, TNT, CBS, ABC, even though ABC, Disney, and ESPN, they're all one entity. Did I leave out anybody? TNT. When you talk about those networks and they negotiate television rights to have NBA games, they negotiate and they want the substance of NBA games, have access to NBA players, have access to NBA teams. Now, in the package, they throw in the WNBA, but CBS and ABC, NBC, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, they could take it or leave it. If the NBA says, okay, we're only going to negotiate solely on allowing NBA games to be televised on your network, and then we're going to do a different deal for the WNBA so you guys can negotiate that deal, it's not going to be that many people in the room clamoring for the WNBA. The NBA has they have more fans gravitating to the sport. And majority of NBA fans are what, folks? They're males. And males are attracted to things that they like. And males like and prefer NBA basketball. Now, you're going to have exceptions to the rule. You're going to have some men out there that are thoroughly entertained by WNBA basketball. I watched it myself. I love WNBA basketball. But if I can only pick one and one only, someone's coming up to me and say, yo, you're going to have to either pick the NBA or the WNBA to watch. I'm going to pick the NBA. Love the WNBA, supports the WNBA. I love the stars in the NBA, but there's no competition or there's no comparison to the NBA to the WNBA. Now, on the flip side, when you talk about professional sports, female tennis is more popular than male tennis. Okay? The same argument can be made for female tennis versus male tennis. When they go to the negotiation table and these leagues want to get exclusive content and exclusive rights to professional tennis, all right, in the package, they're really bargaining to have female tennis on their networks. Now they throw in men's tennis, okay? Now, if they would separate the two, there's still going to be there's going to be more people bargaining for the female tennis than the male tennis because it's more popular. More eyeballs are in female tennis. The stars are rising and they're better in female tennis versus male tennis. Okay? This is business. Whatever is popular, whatever people clamor for, wherever there's a high demand for it, that's where everybody's going to. That's where everyone's going to. Okay? So, back to the comment of Draymond Green, and there's a lot of female athletes that are giving Draymond Green hard criticism about his opinion about it. To me, Draymond Green was, when you read his comments and when you hear him, he was heading this road. It just took him a little bit longer to get to this point. And I feel like a lot of people are triggered by a lot of things he said in that interview, talking about women should stop complaining, okay? And women should do this, okay? Will it ever be a day where the WNBA is going to be more popular than the NBA? I highly doubt it, okay? But will there be a day where the WNBA rises from its popularity and there's going to be networks that are interested in WNBA having an exclusive license for the NBA? Yes, I can see a day like that. Okay? I can see a day like that. When you talk about professional football, okay? Professional football is more popular than any type of football league that's out there. Okay? I believe the females have a lingerie league. I don't know if it still exists. Okay, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos about the lingerie league. But it's not as popular as professional football. And when you look at the lingerie league, they have them in these skinny, tight outfits, and they're selling sexuality. Okay, but it's not packing them in the stadium to see half-naked women tackle one another, okay? It's not rising in popularity. It's not going to never dethrone or overtake the NBA, Major League Baseball, golf, tennis, NASCAR. It's never going to be in that countdown. It's never going to overtake anything that's currently out right now, okay? No matter how they advertise this or what direction they go to, the lingerie league is, it's a nice concept, but nobody's clamoring for it, and it's really not that popular. And a lot of networks are not, trying to get an exclusive license for it. Okay, so I understand where Draymond Green was getting at. Unfortunately, he took the long way around, and he said a lot of things that would be perceived as insensitive, will perceive trigger words such as complaining. But if you look at the context of his argument, he makes some valid claims. Okay, I look at it like this. I feel like the professional leagues that female professional leagues, I feel like they should market their IP differently than the NFL, NBA, MLB, NASCAR. I think they should, market it and enhance it a different way. Because, the majority of the demographic is going to be females. Okay? So you got to get females, and there's a lot of females that are interested in sports, but you need males and females to buy in to your packages. Okay? You know, there's more than one way to what's that old saying? There's more than one way to skin a cat. And I feel like when you talk about the WNBA, they should never, I don't think the WNBA should set their business plan the same way like the NBA. I feel like they should captivate the demographic that they do have and expand their IP to a new demographic. Okay? That will be interested in supporting this league. But right now, if the WNBA wasn't paired up with the NBA, I don't think the WNBA would have lasted long, in my humble opinion. If it was its own IP, if it was its own identity, its own league, and didn't have no sponsorship from the NBA, it was completely its own thing. I don't think WNBA would last this long. And like I said earlier in the video, I have watched WNBA games. I think they're fantastic. There's a lot of athletes in the WNBA. A lot of guys are not paying attention to, or gals. Guys and gals are not paying attention to these stars. And the stars that are in the WNBA, they need to be more marketable to corporate America. You got to get the American Express, the Nikes, the Reeboks, Beats by Dre. You got to get those type of sponsorship deals, because not only it helps you as an individual, but it also helps and supports the growth and development of the league. So, yeah, that's all I got for today. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. Deuces.